BTM needs to. BTM is a little bitch.
Welcome in, everybody. We got a couple of quick intro videos to show you, and then we'll get the show on the road.
In the heat of battle, my father wove a tapestry of obscenity that, as far as we know, is still hanging in space over Lake Michigan.
Thief, take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides, the scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Glad you could join me today. Let's see, who do we got here with us today? Is Curious here? Happy birthday, Curious AF. Hope you're having the best day ever. How's it sound out there, guys? Am I coming through? All right, we got Truth Seeker. Welcome aboard, Truth Seeker. Nini, thank you for being here as always. SG, hope you're having a great day. Let's Let's see, Lacey, thanks for being here. A Mac talking smack, thanks for being here. Let's see, A one way street, thanks for being here. Nanny Sharon, sorry. Aqua Hearts, Rebel Queen. Hey Lindsay, thanks for being here. Hope you're well. Just Irish as always. Thanks so much. Yo M, what up? Rasuma, thanks for being here. Hey, there's Curious. Everyone tell Curious happy birthday. Aisha, thanks for being here. Gina Marie, what's up? Gina Marie, you can maybe do me a favor. I know that Penn State Oregon game just started too, so I can't watch that and do this as well. So if you see any score updates, please let me know. My team Penn State is 10-1, and they're playing Oregon today, who's 11-0. So it's going to be one hell of a game. Hey Oki, thanks for being here. Hey y'all. Let's see who else we got here. Hey Taker, thanks for being here. Denise, thanks for being here. BK sir, awesome. Good to see you. All right. So yeah, today's going to be uncharacteristically non-dramatic. Yeah, we'll get into some things, but there's no sense in keep repeating myself. It turns out the more truth I tell, the more lies that are told. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it the smart way and let the shit be handled in the court. I see those ducks. Get out of here, AMAC. No, I honestly don't have a dog in the fight. Pitt is actually my team, Pitt University, University of Pittsburgh, but their division and their just coaching staff never gets them anywhere. So I've been following Penn State since the beginning of the season, and as luck would have it, we ended up at 10-1 so far. So, but Oregon is always the better team, so it's quite a challenge. Let's see here. All right. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't know. It seems like the way I've been going about things, fighting against these nasty bastards the way I have, it's not really working. I mean, the more truth I tell, the more lies that are thrown around and the more innocent people that are drug into it. So um, there's only so much that can be done here on YouTube. Everything else has to be handled a different way. Oh, you don't watch football? Cool. I typically only watch the NFL, like I said, because my college team usually sucks pretty bad. Um, I went to college in Santa Barbara, and they don't have a football team. I think the city college does now, but hey, 13th, thanks for being here. Brantley, what's up, dude? Sunflower says, "Center, we live in the same town." Is that right? Hey, Max said. Hey, Grandma Sherry, thanks for being here. Hey, Max says, "Can't play limbo with someone who has no backbone." Amen. Ain't that the truth? I know it. I know it. It's okay. And I would just like to thank everybody who's clipping stuff and sending it to me. It is bolstering the case here. Hey, Orion, thanks for being here. Fair Oaks. Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually in Central California now. My hometown is Pittsburgh, but I lived in Santa Barbara for a very long time. That sentence right there really confuses my online stalkers quite a bit. I mean, it's probably why you haven't seen a picture of my house up there anywhere, because they're not smart enough to figure it out. But that's a different story. Hey, Wani, thanks for being here. Hope you're feeling good. Oh yeah, before I get too far, thanks everybody who's watching on the replay, and also if you are still interested in donating toy to Savage's Toys for Tots drive. One of my links could, if one of my mods could put her link in there. They extended it so they're receiving toys until the Friday, this upcoming Friday. That is to say, if you get something in the mail in the next couple of days, you'll still be able to get it delivered to the pasture. Hey, Stacy Cole, thanks for being here. Steelers are kicking ass this year. Now that's my actual team. But the Steelers and the Pittsburgh Penguins, those are my teams that I follow. I watch every game. Well, it's difficult with the hockey team because they play every other day, but I never miss a Steelers game. The only thing that bumps me out about the Steelers is they play down to their competitors. Like we'll lose to someone like Cincinnati or something. So how's everyone feeling out there? It's been a couple days since I've been live. I'm sure you've all seen the shit show occurring out there. Unfortunately, I've been part of that shit show. Hey, Cool Cat, thanks for being here. Char F25, what's going on? Grandma Sherry, I think I said hello already. A1 Way Street says, I miss my Ravens. Boo. Sorry, but the Ravens are always a competitor against the Steelers. Same division. I'm hoping we can slip past them this year. I'm sure you guys are just enthralled with the football talk, but the Detroit Lions, I know there are a couple of Detroiters in here. They're on fire this year. I think 11-1 or 12-1 now. Hey, Zero, thanks for being here. Just Irish says, I don't watch the shit show. Blessed are the clip channels. Yeah, that's what I did for a long time, but it turns out there are really some crappy clip channels out there now too. But what can you do? There's a couple of channels that will take two channels that are beefing with each other, make some controversial clip, and then tag them both. I mean, that's what shit stirring 101. But I mean, it's part of the game. It is what it is. SG says, good for you for changing your thoughts about defending yourself. I was just watching a video on Spudler, and that's some of the advice on the video. Oh, I didn't see a new Spudler video. She's great. I'll definitely have to check that out. And for those who criticize that I have a notebook with me, I do have a notebook, and I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Suck on it, haters. I don't care. I'm at that age where I forget some shit if I don't write it down. So, hey, Linda, thanks for being here. Amax says, fun fact, my childhood home was also the child of the Harbaugh brothers. Oh, that's NFL royalty right there. That's pretty cool. Joe Montana grew up in the area that I grew up in. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, we had Joe Namath. Pittsburgh has a crazy, storied football history. Yes, I'm doing great tonight. I hope you're doing the same, Linda. Packers almost beat the Lions. I know. I watched that game. It was really good. I don't have all the streaming services, but I do have Amazon Prime, so the game was on Prime, which is kind of weird because if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can't watch a Thursday night game. That's kind of a bummer. But I suppose it's on in the local markets. So that is to say, if you're in Green Bay or if you were in Detroit, you could watch it on your local affiliate network. Oh, my bad, AMAC. Shouldn't have read that. Wani says, yeah, I saw that ignorant and illiterate community post. Oh, I'm included in so many community posts. Oh, it's wild. I mean, I need someone to show me how to prohibit people from friggin' tagging me because I don't really hardly ever tag anybody, but it seems like everybody's out there just doing the most. Zero says I haven't clipped anything since catching the vid. I'm getting better first. Good call. Yeah, I was wondering where you've been. I look forward to you coming back. Vital part of this community. I've said it before and I stand by it. Let's see. The crappy Clippers. I mean, it's far beyond me to go ahead and tell any other channel or Clipper channel or panel channel or any other kind of channel what to do. Um, I just wish people would be more honest. That's all, with themselves and us. Hey, Pearl, thanks so much for being here. It says, as a European, the only part of U.S. football that matters is that Kendrick is playing the halftime show at the Super Bowl. Oh, is he? That's cool. I didn't realize. I went down a Kendrick rabbit hole because I kind of just know a couple of the popular songs, but I kind of dug deep last night and listened to a bunch. I've been watching a lot of the Hot Ones. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. It's where they eat the buffalo wings or the spicy wings. I don't see none yet. I see people saying hello to Nanya, but I see no Nanya. Hello, Nanya, if you're here. Hope you're well. Nunzi. I haven't heard that nickname before. Felling Kitty, thanks for being here. Evening. I've heard a lot about you lately, so I am here. Cool, it's me, the boogeyman. The guy that still, to this moment, has never friggin' doxed anybody, never showed a picture of anyone's house. Although, but if you listen to the right channels, they'll swear that I'm climbing in their fucking window. But I don't do that. I'm a good boy. I just use my mouth and my wit. But thanks for being here, and you can judge for yourself. Orion, thanks for being here. Says, is is there a flannel channel? There needs to be a flannel channel. There might be. Who's that one guy? Dude, I can't remember. He does like all the crazy mystery stories, and he always wears a flannel. Mr. Ballin, Mr. Ballin, he's sort of a flannel channel. I think that guy even has merch that is our flannels. Hey, Healing Time, thanks for being here. Says rugby league and union. That's real football. I agree. Hey, I was born in Pittsburgh, and they have the the NFL tradition of the Steelers. So I always wonder how Europeans feel about, like, occasionally they'll have an NFL game in London. I always wonder about what the actual reception of that is. I mean, I can't imagine it would be so great. Also, if you're playing, in the NFL, the last thing you want to do is take a flight all the way to London to play one game and then get back on a plane and fly back. It seems like, I don't know. Do they plan on expanding the NFL to Europe, or is it just like a dog and pony show? Hey, Marie, thanks for being here. Yep. I've been called that. I've been called worse than that too. I hear you like military movie. I don't really. I love Apocalypse Now, but I never really got into war movies so much. Um, I like some of them. I like some of 'em, like the classics, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, those ones. Pearl says, if anyone is wondering, I had a TIA, so I'm being relatively calm and quiet and calm while I'm in a 2-week danger zone for the big one. I don't know what a TIA is. I hope you're okay though. Pearl's a gem. If you're not subscribed to Pearl, please do, and the jerks as well. But what is a TIA? Hopefully you can tell me. You mean you don't pull ups? I do pull ups. I actually just got a new pull up bar about a month and a half ago. But I'm not getting in my car to go face off with YouTubers. No, that's not my style. They ain't worth the gas money. Oh, I missed that conversation. Let's see. SG says clip channels never have any receipts of these accusations. No receipts mean it didn't happen. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically before I started going live, I was a clip channel, and I tried to just show what they were saying and then sprinkle in my opinion into that. But I realized, looking at other clip channels and what I did, I'm not sure I was actually classified as a clip channel. It was just, my perspective of the situation. But I did keep it, facty as possible. That's why I don't scramble around and have to take down videos and all that other stuff. I mean, I've taken one video down since I started making videos. Everything else is still there, and I stand on every damn word of it. Hey, Steph B, thanks for being here. Let's see here. Healing Time says NFL players wear far too much padding, and I know, and they still end up all messed up. So it's a real mystery. Um, yeah, but I still like it. I'm not gonna bag on it. I still watch European football as well. And I mean the World Cup, I try to watch depending on where it is, in the world. I like to watch as much as possible, at least the finals. Hey, Gemini Mama, Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, it's a good one. That's a really good one. Strangely enough, the barracks or the squad bay that was filmed in on Paris Island was actually exact right next to the one that I was in when I went to boot camp. Platoon makes me cry every time. Yeah, it gets pretty intense for sure. My hubby is ex-New Zealand military. Oh, cool. I don't know much about how their military works, but I have an idea what the uniforms look like, though. Oh, Pro, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but I hope you're resting. And I promise to keep it mellow today. You won't have to worry about this stressing you out. I promise. That's that's terrifying. Everybody, send your positive energy towards Pearl if you could, please. That'd be awesome. Trend. I've never even heard the words you're using. Asemic. Yes, please take care, Pearl. So I just have a few things. I got a video I'd like to show you of the Cathedral of Notre Dame has been completed. Yes, please sub up to the jerks. Thanks, Grandma. As he says, damn sinner, I hate to break this to you, but Oregon just scored, damn it. Ah, it's okay. Thanks for letting me know. Was it a field goal or a touchdown? Um, I don't think we're gonna win the game anyways. When I say we, I mean Penn State. Oregon is like a friggin' machine. Thanks, Curious. I appreciate it. Let's see here. SG likes war movies. I do too. I like the older ones, the classics, like I said. I mean, I think I could probably watch Apocalypse Now uh, once a month. It's so good. And I even bug out and watch documentaries on the making of the movie and then, commentary and all that. It's awesome. Well, they the trials and tribulations that they went through and when producing that movie was just amazing. I love the old Aussie rugby league games where full on punch on happened. That would be fun to watch, I'm not gonna lie. I caught the Russian slap boxing competition. I can't even believe that exists. There's also an actual professional pillow fighting league out there. We do love to compete as humans, that's for sure. Nini says, we ladies want to see hot football boys, not pads. Fair enough. I'm less interested in what you are, so the pads don't stress me out so much. Felon Kitty says, fresh, stress-free zone, puff, puff, pass. All right. Theory says, good. I don't want to have to scold you for being in a chat while you're at an event. Yeah, I can't tell you much about Oregon's team. Hello, Miss Texas. Thanks for being here. It says, we need you to read books on live. Your voice is awesome and calm. Thank you so much. Maybe there's a career after retirement in reading novels. Jess Irish says, I quit watching Favre when he left the Packers. Still mad. Yeah, The Packers are a very storied team as well. Bonnie says, oh, never mind, talking to each other. Get out of top chat. Everyone get out of top chat. I'm not in top chat myself, I don't think. If I am, I don't know how to get out of it because in the StreamYard, I just have one option here. Hello, Lisa J. Thanks for being here. It says, but I'm in Michigan and I can't lie. Kind of rooting for the Lions to finally get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that it's going to be the Steelers, Pittsburgh versus Detroit in the Super Bowl. I mean, how cool would that be? Two badass cities fighting in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it could be, Miss Texas. Hey, what's up, Killshot? There's a Detroit fan right there. You know, we've been talking about the Lions back and forth, the Killshot, and I had no idea that their record was so good this year. I just been out of the loop. I really only watched the Steelers and that division. Yeah, somehow look, I'm a much bigger fan of everybody supporting Green Bay over Dallas. Like, I don't know how they got the title America's team. Not my America. Sorry if I missed anybody in chat. It says Miss Texas says, listen to Sinner in the Bushes a lot. Good to see you. Oh, cool. Anybody who's in the bushes is welcome to come on out, have a conversation. Killshot, my favorite sort of stalker troll dude. That's funny. Shit, I just realized I didn't email him again. I need to get better at this. My bad. I'll email you as soon as this live is over, Killshot. All right, let me show you a quick video. Hopefully this won't get me booted from my live. If it does, I'll start right back up. But I want to show you some of the progress in the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral.
An enduring symbol of Paris, Notre Dame, now restored. French President Emmanuel Macron got a glimpse of the iconic Gothic cathedral, reconstructed.
Le choc de la réouverture.
Saying he believes the shock of Notre Dame reopening will be as strong as the shock of the fire and inspire hope. Reborn from the ashes of that devastating fire in 2019, which took just hours to destroy key parts of the 800-year-old church, one of the most visited monuments in Paris. The spire smashing through timbers spanning its roof, shattering French hearts and shocking the world. 5.5 years later, it's reopening, rebuilt using medieval methods, wood from centuries-old oak, stained glass, buttresses and gargoyles restored too, costing more than $1 billion Canadian. The National got an inside look earlier this year to see the massive restoration firsthand. Macron thanked about 1,000 craftsmen and women for their meticulous work, calling it the project of a century. We owe this metamorphosis to you, he said, transforming coal into art, calling the fire a national wound. These restoration workers, its remedy. Parisians can't wait to see inside, including this Notre Dame superfan. Forged after the fire, the craftspeople who restored the cathedral formed a choir. Now they're practicing for a performance following the reopening.
Ça me permettait aussi de revenir sur le chantier.
It allows them to find closure, says this engineer, after a strenuous job, one he hopes is ending on a good note. Notre Dame's opening ceremony will happen next weekend, followed by days of special masses to celebrate. It will reopen to the public on December 8th. Heather Gillis, CBC News, Toronto.
Pretty cool. How do I get out of here? All right, there we go. Pretty cool. I've been following the restoration of that. I don't know if you guys know, but they're using like medieval tools to rebuild the whole thing by hand, which is freaking amazing and much more expensive. Like they said, it cost damn near $1 billion to restore it. Hey, what's up, Jones? And thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. You may have missed my announcement. It's going to be a less dramatic live today. I might talk a little shit, but I'm actually exhausted with that bullshit, to be quite honest with you. Hey, Little Dove, thanks so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're feeling well. Architecture in France is beautiful. I know it's one of the places that I'm really, really anxious to get to before I'm too old to enjoy it, or before I'm, not interested in sitting on a flight for that long. But hopefully, the next couple of years, I can make it there. Hi, Ro. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much, Grandma Sherry, for sharing that. Hey, Pearl Girl, thanks so much for being here. And thanks for becoming a new member. Awesome of you. I did return your email. I look forward to being in communication with you. I am still working, so everyone knows I am still working on making a how-to video, simple CapCut videos, how to clip and produce a simple video. But I'm experiencing some challenges because I can screen record whilst doing it on my phone, so I can record the screen and my voice at the same time. But it's turning into a series of a bunch of little videos that I'm gonna then have to splice together. Um, it may be easier for me to do it live, so I'm waging my options here. But thank you so much for becoming a new member, and I've got a new super chat song, I think here. If I can find it. I think this is it. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. I'm a big sucker for the Oswalds, in case you didn't realize that. My jam. That's another. I could watch any National Lampoon's movie over and over again. Never gets old, ever, ever. Zen1111, thanks for being here. Oh yes, Notre Dame is, and it's just amazing. Like, I mean, 5 years seems like a long time, but I think when it was originally built, it took much longer than that. And in order to get the funding together and get the proper contractors and everyone, the carpenters and the painters, and 5 years, it's very fast. And lots of respect to France's government for sticking to their timeline. And I think whenever it originally burned down and they said we'll have it rebuilt, in 5 years, everyone was like, yeah, right, Macron, never gonna happen. But he actually came through. Hey, little Lulu, thanks for being here. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Holly, yes, thanks for being here. If I said hello already, hello again. BK, sir, just finishing your last live. Yeah, I'm going to check that out today. I got a little busy before I went live, but I saw you were live earlier, Jonesy. I don't cover true crime, but I know many of you do. You probably are aware that today is Sebastian Rogers' 16th birthday. So doesn't matter what side or whatever you're on, if you could just squeeze all the best energy you have to pray if you do. Pray that he's found soon. We got to get that young man home. The churches in France and Italy are stunning. They are. I know in art history classes, it's so dense. There's so many buildings there that are just classic, artists study constantly. Just looking for some new names here. Keith, thanks for being here, man. It says, hey, Senator, shout out to you and everyone in chat tonight. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thanks for asking, or thanks for saying that. Hope you're well as well. Oh, let me do that. Yes, I did receive a couple cash apps after the last live. You know who you are. I appreciate you very much. I think my next YouTube payment, I think, we get paid on the 21st. I'm going to bite the bullet and just pay for StreamYard. The free version just has so many limitations. It's kind of annoying. I wonder how everyone has those cool backgrounds and stuff, and you just can't do it with the free version. At least I can't figure out how to do it. Ooh, let's see. I'm back, Ital. I know, right? You'd think that Ital would have just a whole shit ton of things to make videos about. They do have a public email, so I think if everybody bombards them, maybe they'll make something. Hey, Mr. Nobody, hope you're well. Narcos Clips, what's going on? And for the last time, Narcos Clips is not Cheese 69. That was funny when I heard that. I guess I can kind of see why people would think that, but that's ridiculous. Let's see here. Mind of Monsters, thanks for being here. Sinner, if you download OBS, you can record and voiceover and do scenes and video flips. You're not the first person to tell me that. I'm such a creature of habit that when I finally got a handle on this StreamYard, it seems like it's the most convenient, but maybe I should just go ahead and test some other things out. Maybe I'll do a member stream and try a couple different other services to see. I know Restream looks good and it's pretty easy to navigate, but I've had horrible luck. Almost any panel that I've tried to go onto with Restream, I just continuously get booted, and I see it happening to other people too. It's so obnoxious. There you go. Yes. It seems as though Savage is getting less toys this year for her area. Boy, does that piss me off. I think we all know why that's happening, because in any case, I hope that everybody, if you can, send a toy. If you can't, she's having one more live stream where just like if you buy a super chat or a super sticker, the little money symbol that you click on here, whenever she does the Toys for Tot live streams, when you click on that, instead of being a money symbol, it's a little heart, and every penny goes directly to Toys for Tots, to include her AdSense and everything. See, I didn't realize till I watched her last night, but it turns out that AdSense and everything, every penny she makes on those live streams goes directly to Toys for Tots. And I think she raised damn near $1,700 so far, which is less than the previous years, only because she's in drama battles with big channels that are talking crap. But none of that should matter around Christmas time, in my opinion. Every kid deserves a toy for Christmas. I mean, it's just what it is. Felon Kitty says, I remember Ital, whatever happened. It's hard to tell. I don't know. They made one not too long ago. So when that last one came out, I can't remember. I guess it's been a month or so, maybe longer. I was pretty excited. I was like, oh shit, they're back, and then they weren't. So I don't know. One thing I could tell you though, I mean, I was accused of being that channel for a very long time. One thing I can tell you, if that shit was my channel, there'd be a lot more iTal videos, believe me, because there's so much, the ground is fertile for information. So, but what can you do? Hey, Earth, thanks for being here. I know Earth's got something planned for tomorrow, so if you want to sub up to her. Or is it a members only tomorrow? I can't remember what she said. In any case, I'll be there. Yes, happy birthday, dear Sebastian. I've been thinking about, I watched his dad last night. His dad went live, and I don't want to get into any friggin' controversy or any kind of debate about anything. Let's just get that. Let's get that young man home. Like, I think everybody should put their differences aside if they, as much as they can. Uh, it's not enough with the publicity stunts and my side is right and your side is wrong. The mom is great and the dad is no good. The dad is good, and none of that. It's so tasteless. It's so destructive, guys. Like, come on, we're better than that. I mean, when did it become okay to talk about the parents of a missing child the way that has been happening? I mean, the direct result of this, sides being set up, in my humble opinion, is what happens is people they miss the focus on what's important. They want to be right instead of, I've said all this before, and it scares the shit out of me that it's a distinct possibility that some of these, tragedy pimping channels have more to gain if he's not found than if he is found. And that's just, I don't even have words for that. It's just terrible. Has anyone seen Sirius Black? I miss him tons. I have, in fact. I think it was maybe in Savages last night. I have seen Sirius Black in the last couple of days. And I'm just boogieing through chat here a little bit. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. I do see I have about 150 people in here. Less than normal because I'm not being a little drama pimp. I lost my appetite for it. I do have a couple blazing videos that are coming out here soon. Mostly discussing doxing and what the definition is and what a victim is and what the definition is. I'll leave it there. Yes, happy birthday, Sebastian Rogers. And happy birthday to Curious in chat as well. See, Cinderelli. I am steadfast in the world's search for Sebastian. Happy birthday. Yes. That's all it should be about. I see mysteries in here, although I still can't see mystery, and it's a fucking mystery why I can't. I saw KCG in here. Hope you're doing well. I saw you had a little bit of kerfuffle on a panel the other day. I'm sorry to hear that. Narco Clip says, thank you, Sinner. Not sure why they keep saying that. Who knows why people say things, man? A little Irish said, what about Restream? Restream for the broadcaster, for the person live streaming is great. It's just for the people that, I guess I don't have too many people join panel or anything like that. So it doesn't really matter, but eventually I'm going to. I'm hoping just after Christmas or for New Year's to have like a proper panel. Mr. Everybody says, Sinner, I'm gonna be showing some other people how to do OPS over the weekend. Awesome, man. Let me know. It depends on when you do it. I got some things to do this weekend, but I'd love to sit in on that and have a look and see. I was even looking at Vimeo, which looks really cool as well, but it's just about the same amount as StreamYard, so I'm not sure why learn something new if I'm just going to pay for it anyways, Let the email bombardment commence. Oh, thanks, Just Irish. Sent a $5 super chat. Let's see. I wish I would have put these things in better order. Here you go. you go. Thanks so much, Just Irish. I appreciate you. And I believe it was you that also sent me a Cash App last week. So thanks again for that. Very cool of you. Hey, what's up, Cheese? So sorry, guys, I'm in the bushes. I've been in a funk dealing with the foot issue. Damn, man, that shit is still not healing. And insurance and now unemployment. Fuck. Sorry, dude. I'm glad you're here. You said you're back in LA, right? I might be down there in a couple, not too long. I'll hit you up. And again, everybody send positive energy. The Cheese has been dealing with an injury on his foot that became infected, and it's an ongoing ordeal. Hate to see him going through that shit. It says either or. I really do need to do members only for my lovely members. I know I have to do the same too. That's uncharted waters for me. But I keep saying I just started doing this and this is my 20th live, so I don't have excuses anymore. I need to just get the shit going. Alicia says, none of that is helping bring him home. It's really not. It's really not. And I mean, hats off to everybody who's been continuously covering the case with respect and honoring, both sides of both. Why do I even say that? Honoring the family that's missing Sebastian, especially like today, it's his birthday and, Thanksgiving just passed. It must be just an absolute nightmare. And my heart goes out to everyone who's missing him. Let's see here. Zero says St. Paul's Cathedral, where I live, is beautiful inside. I love looking around it. Yeah, it's very cool. There's a couple of cathedrals in Pittsburgh that are amazing too. KCG says, is there a way that Savage has enough people in our chat that we can do like one of those restream things where you put the donation right underneath? Well, that's KCG. That's the way it is. But I'm not sure of what you mean by the restream things. But I do know that she connects. It's a like official fundraiser. So whenever she does those specific lives, they have like where you would send a Cash App or a super chat or join a membership. All of that money goes directly to Toys for Tots. See, I know there's a big shitbird on the other side of town that's been saying that she's like ripping Toys for Tots off, and I give you my word that is not happening. I would never be promoting something like that. It's just dramatic beef interfering with children getting toys on Christmas. Like, let's be more grown up than that. I think we could do that. It's just, it's despicable. But I'm not sure what you mean by the restream thing. Little Lulu said we've lost our minds. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, B Frank, thanks for being here. Hey, y'all. Let's see, I'm scanning through chat. Joe says, I think all the drama back and forth could have caused more issues than finding him. I agree. I totally agree. My own back and forth with other channels, I think actually took some of the pressure off of his being missing, being exploited. But it turns right back at it today. So, I mean, if you listen to some of these channels and some of these panels, you'd swear that they're the ones that are the victims of something. Breaking news, they aren't. If you got yourself named in a lawsuit or whatever the hell that shit is, I think you probably were doing things wrong. Let's see. Alicia says, it's scary that it could happen to any of us that have a kid at any time. We would want what has been done to Sebastian, to our case, done to our child. No, I'm with you. It's terrifying. I mean, from the very beginning, not even, well, I can't say that for sure because I didn't become familiar with the case until it was at least a couple months into it. But that was part of the disturbing part. It's just like, wait, how long has Sebastian been missing? And then everyone just started exploiting the crap out of the situation right away without even, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Again, I'm not too well versed on the nuts and bolts of it, but the fact of the matter is there has been no new information for such a long time that, well, what are these people even going live about? It's just like, actually, I know why they're going live. They're doing it for cash. They don't actually give a shit at all. So, Felling Kitty says, never. It's never okay to exploit a child. Add add a missing child. It says a lot more about these creators. Why would anyone support them is beyond my comprehension. Me too. Well, I think it's because like a lot of them, like I said, there are a few channels that have been fully respectful with the information and honoring the family's wishes, but the rest of them, they just haven't been. And now there are channels that are just like, even today, they're saying, I'm going to start at the beginning and we're going to rehash every step of it all. Just knock it off. Like, well, I mean, you're not investigators, you're not involved. Like, it's just a cheap ploy to get clicks and views, and it's just sad as shit. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Yes, and here's my email. If you need to get in touch with me, please do. Don't hesitate. I'm getting behind in chat again, so I'm going to kind of scan through. Is this my live? Or says, stop it, you troublemaker. Are you talking to me or Killshot? Yeah, I see everyone saying hello again to Mystery. Hello, Mystery. Hope you're doing well. She says, I hear Narcos, we ain't got nothing to prove to them. Corn dogs. Corn dogs is a great insult. I might have to steal that from you. That's pretty good. Yep. Corn dogs. I've never heard anyone referred to as a corn dog before. I like it. Felling Kitty says they're few and far between. I'm assuming you mean channels that are respectfully covering the Sebastian Rogers case, or not a case, but situation, I guess you could call it. Yes, and happy birthday, Curious. Mr. Nobody says I can teach you OBS. Is that like another paid service? I mean, I realize it's just another streaming service, but is it web based? I know I'm going to ask you that question and then miss your comment when you answer me. PCG says, "All right, I did not know that. I'm still new to Savage. I don't have a lot of experience with her though. He's cool, man. I tell you what, I was told, I was told that she's like, stay away from her. She's dangerous, and she's been nothing but a sweetheart to me. Everyone at the ship, at Savage Live Media, has been super cool to me, and I'm not just saying this because they have my back in whatever kind of beef that's going on out here. Um, she's just been genuinely good to me. I mean, Earth is in here. Earth is one of my mods, and Earth is a staple over there. I mean, there's a lot of people from the ship over here. Um, I don't know. It's just judge for yourself. Pop in and watch as much. The one last night got a little serious. I recommend maybe going and watching that. Um, Savage kind of got honest and spoke more candidly about the situation, which was, for me, it was very much appreciated. I don't think a lot of people understand the basic nuts and bolts of what's been happening, at least between her and a couple other, creators. She made that abundantly clear last night, which was incredible to see. It's not necessarily the most feel good part of her live last night, but I would still recommend that you check it out. Linda says, what bothers me most is not one of the creators that have made bank on Sebastian's birthday using his name said one time that they would donate some of it to charity in his name. So gross. Yeah, and I hope this conversation we're having here, it doesn't imply that I'm trying to like capitalize off it. I sincerely just wanted to wish the young man a happy birthday, and if anybody close to his family is listening, my heart goes out to you. Both the dad, the mom, the stepdad, and the entire family. It's for me, it's that simple. I know Jones and did something. I guess there was a video released of his, last sighting with his mom, and just looks like a sweet boy, looks like a good kid. And yeah, if you pray that he finds his way home. And also, if you have, not sure how many of us have more than 10,000 subscribers. I certainly don't. But if you do have more than 10,000 subscribers, you can set up your own charity. There's a list of charities, fundraisers, and you pick one, and then you can go live and hype it up, do promotion for it, and then every red cent from that live goes directly to the charity. I mean, there's a huge list. It just has to be a bona fide, charity. Um, Casey said that's me talking into my phone and it hears everything and it comes out weird. All good. I actually had to turn that function off on my phone because it just never heard me correctly. Hey Brittany J, thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying strong against those goons. I'm doing my best. I don't know if you came in late, but it's gonna be a lot less dramatic of a live stream. I just wanted to check in with you guys and try to, you know, just have a mellow time. SG says, it is sad but true. Not all missing children are found. There are thousands missing in the US. I know it. I know. I mean, multiple thousands. It's just I don't know. That's why, I mean, if you're not familiar with Dutch's channel, she covers missing people. And she's always flyering. She puts all the flyers for all the missing people. And if you go to her community post and you just scan down, it's just shocking how many people are missing. It really is something else. Brittany says, I hope everyone is doing okay. Wish the same to you, Brittany. I think there's been just an odd, ominous vibe lately in the whole, you know, I don't want to say community because I don't know. There's some of the people that I've been battling against here on YouTube. I'm definitely not in the same community as they are. I mean, that's what they want. They want to drag me into how ugly they are, but it's not going to happen. We all have moments of weakness, but no, thank you. Just Irish says, my 17-year-old son takes the city bus to the hood for school every day. It's scary. #trackers. Yeah, those trackers can really come in handy. But keep in mind, Just Irish, I mean, it's not just the hood or whatever with the bad things happen. Bad things happen everywhere. You just got to be vigilant, especially if you got young ones. You just have to keep tabs on them. You know, it gets dangerous when you start battling people on YouTube and they end up showing your child's bus stop and things like that. I mean, it's extreme stuff. KCG says, I'm aware of the 90s, of this 90 controversial, but I still think that stick in the tracker chip inside your kids. Like, oh, see, you mean getting like an implanted chip? I don't know about that. I mean, I know they're doing like test models on doing like on the top of your finger, they're putting a chip in for like a debit card or like banking. I mean, I don't like to carry a wallet, but I'd much rather carry a wallet than have a chip in me, Although you're talking to a guy who got the full series of anthrax vaccines when I was in the military, so maybe that's what's wrong with me. Felony kittens, stop watching them exploiting children. Oh, I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I'm just aware of it. I actually, that's not true. I'll pop in to see how bad it is. Like Granny's watching, and you know, the usual suspects. It's just disgusting what they do. SG says, leave Sebastian's parents alone. Stop accusing or bashing any of them. Amen. Amen. I mean, it's really that simple. Like, what do we want? I mean, and again, I don't cover mysteries or true crimes, but just as a cluster of YouTubers here, what do we want? We want him to be found. It's really that simple. Like, if you're not, the second you say but or what about, I mean, none of us Well, I don't know. Maybe there's a detective in here, but none of us that, to my knowledge, is a detective. So, I mean, what are we doing? She says corn dogs equal weenie in disguise. That they are. Kitty says watching is supporting. There's plenty of drama to watch. Find a new home that doesn't involve exploiting children. Amen. I support that 1,000%. Awesome. Thanks, Just Irish, for being the middleman there. Joe says Savage is cool. I agree. OBS is free and runs on your PC. Will it run on my laptop? Mr. Nobody, I can't find your email. Is it the Printify thing? Oh, I stepped right into their conversation. Brittany enjoys Savage's streams. Me too. Me too. I guess her and Val stopped doing the early morning streams, which was my favorite because it was like right. I'm on the West Coast, she's on the East Coast time, so it was on just as I woke up super early in the morning. So coffee and Savage was a cool way to start things. I heard B Tim was really running his mouth the other night. Yeah, well, he's a useless little man child. I get, there's so much I could say, Brittany. I'm trying to be good just today. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna have a roast of some of these people. It's gonna be a blast. I'm actually, if anybody is good at writing jokes or wants to join me for this roast, you let me know. Email me. I got a couple all-star funny people that are gonna join me. But at this point, all we can do is laugh at those fucking clowns, to be honest with you. Linda says, it doesn't cost a creator anything to think it's the best thing YouTube could have come up with, in my opinion. It doesn't cost the creator anything. I think it's the best thing YouTube has come up with. Oh, shoot. I'm not sure what you mean. But yes, Brittany, I haven't missed anything. Believe that. Pink Z Bell, thanks for being here. I like your art on your channel, by the way. It says it's 3:56 a.m. I'm sleepless. Hi, everyone, and Sinner watching. Thanks for being here. Awesome. I'm trying to figure out where in the world you are, if it's 3:56, but my brain is not going to allow me to do it. Brittany says you're a good dude. Thanks, Brittany. I appreciate it. I have my moments. I can be a raging asshole. Believe me. I match energy. I realized that acting like these fools is not going to help me win anything, but I got something special planned for them. Let's see. Felon Kitty says circus or fighting. It's an arena. Blood sport. JD, thanks for being here. Shanna, thanks for being here. Says no. Yes, no chip in me ever. No, I mean, no, thank you. Let's see here. Crafting a true crime idea. Jacqueline, thanks for being here. It says, I don't usually speak out on the hate, but today I saw a little video or a title on a video that was just uncalled for. I wonder why they just can't stop. Well, I mean, without getting all the way into it, because almost all of my lives have been about the same mindless idiots over and over again. So I'll put it this way. I try to always tell the truth. And then when I realize how the visceral reaction that I get from the lying people that I'm calling out, like here's what it is. They'll stop at no cost. Like they have no limits. They'll just try to destroy people. They'll try to get people to lose their jobs. And even worse than that. Um, they'll dog whistle for CPS. They'll dog whistle for, in real life contact with these people, the people that they're perceived enemies, so it's a really dangerous game. It really is. And we're not going to win. The good guys aren't going to win fighting these idiots by just continuously, matching their energy. So I got some new energy for them. SG says parents can put chips in their kids' shoes. That's true. Yeah, I know there's like, simple clip-ons for the backpack and shit too. Killshot Report says, I think B Tim actually mean Batim. That's pretty good. Batim. Yeah, he's a punk bitch. It's really that simple. But he can't help it. I mean, he's just a weak little man child. It is what it is. Ultimately, the real men and women in the world have to protect little bitches like that. KCG says, I know you're behind, but what I meant was put a chip in our children and they're small, so don't go missing if they can't find them. No, I understand what you mean, KCG, but that's, highly controversial putting a chip in another person, because you have to be so trusting of the company that created the chip. What is that chip doing? What are the, physical effects? Who has control over tracking that chip? Is that chip hackable? I mean, there's so many. It's almost better to just put it in the shoe, like someone else said. Crafting, it's like hate-fueled tunnel vision. Just Irish knows. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten wrapped up into it. I mean, I'm not saying that, I haven't had moments of weaknesses and said shit that I regretted and whatever, but these people are just straight up pathological liars. And you know, you guys know I'm preaching to the choir here. Felony Kitten says creators expressing their opinion and that of he is no longer here. 2,000 people is disgraceful. I know. I always take the 10-21 second quarter. Jeez, it's a high scoring game. I always take the stance, because I've watched plenty of these cases, these situations, and I watch a lot of them on headstones and headlines. And I think she's like-minded to me. It's like you always have to just assume that they're alive. You have to keep hope alive. It's what, we put candles in the chats and we hope that they're alive until we have some type of evidence that says that they aren't. Specifically, in Sebastian Rogers' situation, there's no evidence whatsoever that he's not alive. So until the authorities, investigators, the TBI, the FBI, all the great men and women who are actually working vigilantly to get him home, until they're like, okay, there's evidence to support this or that, that's when I'll change my mind. But anybody that is trying to convince you that they know what happened, or they're giving you scenarios of what could have happened, just just watch something else. I mean, what we should do is just be supporting the family as much as we can, as content. If you're going to cover these type of cases, and I'm repeating myself, we just have to have the family's back, the entire family's back. Oh, I don't know if that's true, Killshot, but could be. Thanks again for the score. Let's see. I fell asleep before the drunk parade. Cindy Sparks, thanks for being here. Says Savage is the bomb. I agree. She's really fun. She's a sincere person too. Good morning, all my coffee beans. Damn it, Sherry. Oh my God. If you guys aren't hip to Grandma Sherry's sense of humor, it took me a little while, but I'm starting to really get it now. It cracks me up. Cindy Sparks says, I'm not laughing, I'm mad. Let me look at the last. Savage is the bomb. And then she says, I'm not laughing, I'm mad. What? What are you mad about, Cindy? Email you? Killshot. I did. Yeah, I have to email two different people that I keep promising to, and I just, as soon as I get off my live, I'll just go about my life and completely fucking forget. Fruit fly. See how far behind I am in chat. YouTube Bad Actor says, hey, Sinner, you showed up in the live category, so I'm checking you out. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Cool name. Boy, with a channel name like that, your hands must be full. Sheesh. They are trying to trigger you. Oh, they have. They have. I mean, specifically, when they made a video including my father's face when he has nothing to do with YouTube. He doesn't even know what YouTube is. It's disgraceful. I mean, it's the same people they're saying that I'm messing with their families or whatever, and there's just no evidence of that. In fact, I've never once in my entire life shown a photograph of someone's house. I've never once doxed any single person on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, never have. But if you listen to some channels, they're like, he's the worst real lifer that ever lived. It's like, are you, well, why don't you show some evidence of that instead of just repeating the lie over and over again? Yes, Toys for Tots. If you're feeling generous, please donate. I believe I've seen your channel around YouTube Bad Actors, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, Gus Irish says, they're looking for me now, but there's 1.3 million people in Milwaukee and a very common name. Good luck. That's what's up. Yeah, they still haven't shown a photo of my house. How funny is that? No chip, no shot. That's how I roll, is what Shannon says. Hey, to each their own. Yeah. I don't judge anybody's, personal choices. I'm very much a libertarian in that way. Let's see, crafting and true crime, aka Jacqueline says, Sinner, that's exactly why I speak out on hate. I'm just a tiny business who can't afford those to attack me, or come for me in any way just for the fun of it. Well, that's the unfortunate thing. Like, for instance, in my situation, they can't do much to me because I'm an artist. I'm self-employed, and now I'm making a few bucks on YouTube. Yay. But if they were to call my boss, my cell phone would ring, and what are they going to do? Are they going to call and tell a bunch of lies to me about me? So what they've reverted to is just going after people that I care about, making videos of my dad's face, attacking channels that I hang out at. It's just really, it's so obvious. I know what they're doing. They don't scare me at all, but it is what it is. Cindy Sparks says, you're going to roast Granny's watching and nonsense. You're over there right now slamming everyone. I hate them. Well, I mean, Granny's watching for sure is going to get roasted a bit just because like the last week or so, you'd swear that this case that she's been covering, there is no missing kid. It's all about her. It's 100% all about her, and she's the victim in this, and it's wild. It's wild. And then she's also raising money and doesn't have a lawyer, It's all bullshit. We know this. Oh, no foe says a little late, not Terry Bradshaw and team have always been my dad and my favorite team. And I'm a Texan. You're not the first Texan that's been in my chat that's a Steelers fan. That's kind of cool. Awesome. Welcome in. Yeah, Terry Bradshaw, that was, vintage classic Pittsburgh football. Very cool. Thanks for being here. Are you blocked? No. Tinksy. I just said hi to you and I said I like your art. What's going on? Glad you're here. I read your comment that you were awake and it's almost 4 a.m. And she says, one reason for these liars and these bottom feeders on YouTube, some creators are psychopaths and sociopaths. They are everywhere and they have no conscience. 2 years ago, I would have been like, that's an extreme opinion. But here we are, and I agree with you 100%. 1,000% if that was possible. Yeah, we can see you, Tinksy. It was a comment that didn't go through. Yeah, glitch-o-rama here on YouTube. It's wild. I'm trying to just have a chill chat with you guys, so I'm trying to specifically stick to comments here. They're trying to sway their viewers to agree with them. That is taking eyes off these children that harms them being found. Amen. I mean, that's a perfect comment. That's exactly true, 100% true. And it's just so sad to listen to these people talk like they're authority figures. They're fucking YouTubers. And like now I'm a YouTuber too. So I know how unqualified I am to talk about search parties, what the authorities are doing. And we know nothing about these families other than what you creep around and try to research yourself. And that's just like, don't do that. It's really that simple, right? I mean, come on. And I said it before, I'll say it one more time. Some of these channels, it's obvious to me that it's a business for them. Missing children are business, and business is better if those children aren't found. And YouTube needs to do something about that. I mean, I keep hearing, oh, big terms of services changes are coming. They're not going to be able to do this much longer. But the months are just dragging by month after month, and it's still happening. There are still people capitalizing and exploiting missing children. Or, I mean, not just missing children, but violent criminal cases, any kind of true crime. There's a right way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it. And there's a blurry line there. I understand that. But like YouTube needs to get their shit together. I love you, YouTube. Don't misunderstand. But they really do. They need to do something to prohibit these vultures from living off of these cases. They're not qualified. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Please excuse me. I realize I'm getting behind again. Healing Time says, I'm the full-time career for my disabled husband. He is my boss. I'd like to see if they can get him to sack me. Trying to get fired. Well, good for you. It seems like a very noble thing to do. And no small feat taking care of somebody full-time. I know there are quite a few people in my chat that are taking care of their parents, taking care of their, disabled family members, and hats off to them. I know that's it's not for the faint of heart. And hopefully everyone's taken care of appreciates it. Hip Emporium, I haven't seen you for a while. Thanks for being here. It says, I am going to get a name off a local angel tree and pay it back to help. I got when my kids were small. Very cool. Yeah, I've been really promoting Savage's Toys for Tots thing, mainly because it pisses me off so bad that some jerk off channel can have that much influence on what people donate to kids for Christmas. Like we all want it. Yeah, I'm repeating myself, but donate to your local area. If you donate to Toys for Tots in your own town, take a photo of it, email it to Savage, and she'll celebrate you on her channel. It's not, she said she spoke with the priest or pastor, whatever the guy's name is at the church where they collect the toys, and he said they had to extend it an extra week because the turnout's a lot smaller this year. The amount of toys are smaller, so it is a thing all the way across the board. Things are tough all over, no question about it. And Savage is in the Carolinas, so we know the storm blew through there. So it's just another reason to send toys there because, I mean, the people are rebuilding their homes. Like, money's tight for everyone. So there's a higher risk of kids not getting a toy in that area because of the hurricane that destroyed the place or tore the place up, as it were. So I don't know. My heart's with it 100%. That's very cool. He says you're a saint at Healing Time. It is a saintly thing to do, definitely. I mean, to take care of someone full time, or you just see single moms. My hearts are always with single moms, and you know, and even housewives. Even if the husband is out there working. Okay, thank you. I'm almost at an hour and a half. I might just be on it for 7 hours for all I know tonight. I'm no longer playing by other people's rules. I'm just going to do what the hell I want. Let's see. Terry Bradshaw is also quarter horse breeder. Oh, no kidding. That's awesome. That's really cool. I had no idea. And they look like freaks. There was a reality show, right? I think if I remember correctly, Terry Bradshaw had a reality show. I never watched it though. I was not watching much TV at that time. YouTube bad actor says you're from Pittsburgh, living in California. I'm by SF. Oh, cool. I'm just outside of Sacramento. Lots of Steeler fans here. I know it. I know it. It's all when I first came to California, I saw a lot of people, especially in Los Angeles, with black and yellow Pirates and Steelers, and then I realized, oh, that's it. They use those colors in a lot of California gangs. So the Pittsburgh Pirates hat means something completely different in Los Angeles than it does in Pittsburgh. Jason and I live in Sonora. Oh, cool. That's not too far. Let me show you. I only have one other thing I'd like to share, and it's kind of cheesy, but every year in Pittsburgh they set up an ice skating rink, and I just want to give you guys a quick look at that, and then I'll get back into chat. Let's see if I can smoothly do this. I think I got it.
Let the most wonderful time of the year begin. Kennywood's holiday lights begin tonight with 3 million lights and more. The Pittsburgh Zoo launches Wild Illuminations, a holiday lanterns experience. And the PPG Ice Rink is alive with a swish of skates once again.
KDK's Barry Pintar couldn't wait to take in the sightsees at PPG Place to show us what's in store.
Hey, it's 5:30 in Pittsburgh, and all is well because the Christmas season has unofficially started. Why are we saying that? Because of so many things that get started this weekend to get you in the spirit. And let's start with the life-size Santas at PPG Place.
In the U.S., we call him Santa, but around the world, he or she.
Let's see here. PPG Place is a really cool. I'll show you you'll see it in a second. But it's almost like this huge. They're skyscrapers, but the whole facade of them are covered with mirrors. It's one of the coolest things you'll ever see in your life. And they set up an ice skating rink right in the center of it. I think it rivals Rockefeller Center. I've only been to Rockefeller Center one time, so and I was real little, so I don't remember. Although it looks beautiful at Christmas time, don't get me wrong. But this is Pittsburgh's version of that. So it's quite scaled down, but it's also quite awesome.
Can be called different things. Life-sized international versions are back in PPG lobbies, and though not officially opened until light up night, they're up now to see. You get to do the first review. What's it like skating up there?
It kind of feels like I'm roller skating, but on ice.
11-year-old Theodore was the first to skate this year at the UPMC ice rink at PPG Plaza. It opened this morning. He had the place to himself for a while. But
what's different about you?
Oopsie. I tried to pause it and I shut it. Anyways, you get the idea. Damn it. My bad, guys. I do have one more story to share with you about the Christmas tree that they put into Rockefeller Center. Let's see. Bad actors, nobody cares about the Steelers, but Frisco we love. Hey, buddy, take it easy. Take it easy. That's simply not true. I'm deleting that comment. God damn it, cheese. Yeah, sorry for the snafu on the video, guys. I pressed the wrong button and skipped to the next video and then closed the damn thing. Whoopsies. Mr. Nobody says, well, actually, YouTube can't because of the internet laws. Each creator has their own publisher pretty much. If they crack down too much, YouTube would lose liability protection. Is that right? What if there are just like federal laws that are put into place to, restrict people from capitalizing on missing children? I don't know. I'm wishful thinking, Mr. Nobody. It's just I'm so fed up with it. YouTube crowd channels should have more knowledge about forensics, investigations, laws, and criminal justice system. I mean, there is a space for laymen here, SG, I think. I mean, people that just are speculating and giving ideas, but it's become such an extreme thing that it's completely out of control. You know the channels I'm talking about. The channels that are called tragedy pimps. You know what I mean. And some of them are real tricky. Some of them pretend to be against tragedy pimps when they are, in fact, pimping that tragedy themselves. BJ Marshall, thanks for being. It says interference of any investigation will damage the case. Evidence and statements they obtain are not admissible. I know, and we're getting closer and closer to a YouTuber actually interfering in a case. If we haven't already seen it, I mean, the investigators aren't talking about that, but it's terrifying. All right, I'm going to skip ahead because I'm real behind in chat. Cheese says, damn near every sports team cap represents a gong out there in the land. So much money. Consider I'm in New Jersey, like 10 minutes from Blue River Rink. They turn into ice rink at Christmas time. Village, it's pretty. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll try to pull that video back up again because I wanted you to see it. Or maybe I could just find a photo of it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that. So cool. Images. There we go. I can at least show you a photograph of it. I mean, there have been movies set here. It's just such a cool thing. Let's see if I can share this. Bear with me. There we go. That gives you some idea what it looks like. It's not the biggest rink, but this is the PPG place that I was speaking of. All these buildings, it's all mirrors and they're skyscrapers, so they go all the way up. And it's just you pay a couple. Damn it, I can really screw this up, can I? Let's see. There we go. Pay a couple bucks and rent some skates and go right in. It opens, just when it gets cold enough, and it stays open until New Year's or maybe even longer. Let's see if it'll tell me. Every year, downtown Pittsburgh, PPG Place opens a rink from November till March, so it goes far past New Year's. Almost every session is an hour and 45 minutes with a 45-minute overlap. So yeah, and there's typically a lot of people waiting around. I mentioned in my last live, I went there whenever I was partying quite a bit with a bunch of coworkers, and we showed up, and Jeff Goldblum and what's his name, Michael Keaton were both there with their families. We felt like we were in a movie. It was the coolest shit ever. All right, let me get back to chat for a minute, and then I'll show you. There's a really sweet story. It's kind of sad, but it's also kind of heartwarming about the new tree at Rockefeller Center. Oh man, I'm already at the bottom. Sweet. Yes, and again, thanks everyone for being here. I know this is less exciting, less sexy than talking shit on other creators, but I have to handle those situations more wisely. I've been going a little hot, and as a result, I'm just getting more lies told about me and my friends, and that's not going to work for me. But like I said, I do have some blazing videos coming up, so I'll keep the stink there. She said, Grandma's Ferry, it's a roadside attraction, dairy farm just south of I-99. Let's see, Mr. Nobody says, if that wasn't law, YouTube would be sued for everything said on the platform. Said everyone here is their own publisher and responsible for their content. Well, there need to be people held accountable. So I get what you're saying. So each individual person has to be, litigated against. I think we're starting to see some of that, although I haven't given any time to look at this litigation that's happening. All these people have been named in. I do know that the people being named are, pretty much dirtbags. So at least they're being pointed out. Pro Girls, thanks again for being here. Pro Girls Opinion says, I get many OBS plays, just trying to find the right one. Yeah, I'll definitely tune in to check that out. I want to see. SG says, I was talking about the creators that spend hours every day going on the same information on the case, such as Tragedy Pimps. We have some great channels that discuss true crime. Yes, very true. Very true. And the sad fact of it is, specifically in the Sebastian Rogers case, there's nothing new. So if anybody's going live every day about it, then you simply know that their intentions aren't good. They're just rehashing the same shit, and it causes conspiracies to bloom. And oh, cool, awesome. Anyone who wants to attend Mr. Nobody's OBS class, there's his, or I don't know if it's a him or not, but there's their email. I'm assuming feel free to email and get involved. I know a few people have reached out to me, and I'm going to try to help them make videos. I am no teacher, so it's kind of complicated. I can make a video to tell you how to do it, but I realize that some people need a little more help, so I'm willing to do that. Spend some time doing that. Why not? Again, Toys for Tots, please give. Nanny Sharon 262 says, rise above that trash over there. I know, but I'm just a man, Nanny Sharon. So I when I get pissed off, I have a hard time biting my tongue. Yeah, I have to get better at it. I've been saying for weeks that some of these characters are in such low spots in their existence that if you get too close to them, they drag you down, pull you into their pit of hell. And I've walked too close, so I'll leave it there. And yes, please hit the like button. Mr. Nobody says, but YouTube would shut down then. People like Betty and B would be able to sue YouTube instead of each other. There would be so many lawsuits and the platform couldn't last. Well, I think soon I'll do a live to just brainstorm ideas of how we can make it better here then, because something has to be done. It's far beyond the freedom of speech that, many great men and women have, committed their lives to defending. So Healing Time says, when I was your age, I was very reactive. I've mellowed with age. Yeah, see, I felt really mellow most of my life. And then, it's become personal. To put it quite simply, this situation with these other creators that I found myself in, it's personal now. And they're just trying to, they're trying to hurt good people. And it's exactly opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to state facts and bring hazard and attention to the shitty things that go on. And as a result, had some unexpected consequences. I need to be talked to step by step, son. I promise I'll help you as much as I can, Pearl Girls. Toshi, thanks for being here. Just popping in to show some love and mods. Everybody sub up to Toshi if you can. Toshi makes art as well. All right, let me show you this video of the new. Just a heads up. This is a video on the new tree in New York at the Rockefeller Center. Just a heads up. It's not the most feel good story. It is kind of sweet, but it's kind of sad as well. But the newscast that I've got did a pretty good job at. See if I can find it. Oh, never mind. I actually loaded it up here. Let's see. I think.
The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree has embarked on quite the journey this year, much like the family donating it.
Well, I consider it probably one of the greatest honors of my life.
Earl Albert and his wife Leslie planted the tree in their Massachusetts yard in 1967.
We first used to decorate it when it was small, and then it got so big that I couldn't decorate it.
When this Norway spruce caught the attention of Rock Center's head gardener in 2020, well, it felt like an angel swooped in. You see, Leslie had just passed away.
This is definitely her handiwork.
Yeah. What do you think she's thinking?
I'm thinking she's thrilled. Every Christmas was family. Everything we did was family.
When we visited in October, the 74-foot tree was still firmly rooted in the ground, but not for long. It was cut down early last month, a community celebration that was cut short. That night, Earl suffered a stroke and was airlifted to the hospital.
He's got some medical hurdles to get over.
But he is recovering, bolstered by thousands of get-well wishes.
Everybody's praying for my dad and the family. It's just been, it's been a magical experience, honestly.
Every card says they're going to be thinking of him.
Right.
I mean, you just feel it.
And while Earl will have to watch the tree lighting on TV instead of in person, what he told me in October still holds true.
What do you think you'll be thinking of in that moment?
Leslie, how much she enjoyed trees, and how much she enjoyed Christmas.
This year, this Rock Center icon is truly a family tree. Joe Fryer, NBC News.
Pretty sweet, huh? Imagine how many years that couple sat there and watched that tree grow and grow and grow, and now it's like it's the biggest, most important tree for Christmas this year. Let's see. Yes, it is kind of sad. I mean, we've all got a train to catch, metaphorically, so it's difficult to grapple with losing a loved one, but it's also a time to celebrate too. I'm sure wherever she is, she's looking down and excited that her tree is the center of attention. Jesus, that was cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I actually sent a letter myself in support of the family. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put that address on my community post later if you guys want to send a card. Why not, right? Oops, I meant on here. Not you. I hate the autos. Oh, the ops. Yeah. Cheese likes growing cheese or growing trees. Yes, you do, cheese. So if you got them. I like biscuits. You're going to trigger AMAC. What happens to the tree after Christmas? Does anybody know? That's a great question. I'm assuming they must. That's a good question. Here, let me Google it and see what it says. Let's see. It says, once the holiday season is over, the tree will be used for lumber for Habitat for Humanity. Security was stepped up for the annual tree lighting ceremony after, okay. Well, fuck it, I'll read it. Security was stepped up. I didn't expect to have a true crime story mixed in with this. It says, security was stepped up for the annual tree lighting ceremony after a gunman on Wednesday morning. Oh, okay, the gunman that attacked the United Healthcare CEO outside Midtown Manhattan Hotel, about 5 blocks from Rockefeller Center. So there you have it. They do probably they chop it in the wood and they donate it to Habitat for Humanity. So they build houses for people in need. How cool is that? I had no idea. Great question though. Firewood. I'm sure some of it turns into, well, actually pine wood is garbage for firewood. It's great for building with, but it burns dirty. Let's see. Crafting True Crime, aka Jacqueline, says, seems like that family gave it up for the right reasons. I'm so happy it's going to a good cause. Yes, and how cool is it that like the guy that's in charge of finding the tree every year just happened to spot the tree and was like, that's the one. And I wonder if they're compensated for it. They must be, right? Huh. Now I've got more questions. Spitfire. Pookie, thanks for being here. I think if you just showed up, thanks so much for being here. It says, so it goes to help people after Christmas. Yes. So cool. Grandma Sherry's sharing my excitement. Pookie. All right, well, I don't have much else for you. Please keep an eye out for my videos. I just wanted some peace here today. Hopefully I was able to get that My snark is down a little bit. For those of you interested in litigation that I may be involved in, the ball is still rolling for that. I'll be back in Pittsburgh for the holiday season and got some appointments lined up. Stacy says, I remember you from Ickadmel. Yes, I was an active member of Ickadmel for a full year, actually 14 months or so. Still got nothing but love for that channel. I just I kind of got away from the exciting breaking news chasing stuff. I still watch chases every once in a while, but my heart is going in a different direction. And to be honest, like now that I have a channel of my own and I have live streams of my own, it's a lot more difficult to dedicate time to being on YouTube when I'm not on YouTube, if that makes sense. I've been watching much larger channels like Wavy Web Surf and Oompaville. You know, they're doing some great work. LNC Pickles, thanks for being here. Says in hurricane area they use trees to build up sand dunes. Oh, cool. Very cool. Irma Sherry says, I like Java and it likes Java Jive and it likes me. I don't know what Java Jive is. So many things that I don't know. Little Lulu says, hopefully another loving home for someone. Exactly. How cool is that? Now I'm really curious as to whether or not the owner of the tree that gets picked each year, if they get compensated. Cindy Sparks says, side note, they found the gunman's backpack yesterday. I saw that. They opened it and it was full of Monopoly money. Wait, is that true? That's crazy. I know it's crazy that it happened on Tuesday or Wednesday. No, it happened on Wednesday. The attack happened on Wednesday and they didn't find the backpack. And it was in a pretty obvious spot in Central Park. They didn't find that until Friday. So maybe someone else found it and moved it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I just saw the video of him getting away on a bicycle too. That was pretty wild. Some people are hailing him as a hero. I can't imagine that someone, you know, that murdered someone can be considered a hero, but I guess I'll have to pay closer attention to the story. I mean, with the way healthcare companies work and the frustration amongst patients in this country, I can imagine that there's some real, you know, frustration and anger that comes up. I mean, just look, Cheese is having a nightmare of a time with a foot injury that is not healing, and he's battling insurance companies. So, you know, in some small way, you can see how tension will build up until somebody just snaps, you know. But violence like that, I don't think is ever the answer. Pookie's been here, just been super tired tonight. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Pookie. Mr. Nobody says, my favorite new hobby is trolling vertical lives. What's the benefit of that? I mean, trolling is you know, a hobby for some people, but why is the vertical lives make it more fun? Yes, and if we can share Savage's channel again, have a look. I think she's having one more. Shit, I wish I knew exactly when she's gonna have the next toys for Todd's Drive. But toys are going to be accepted until this upcoming Friday. So if you do decide to send something, please make sure that you're shipping whatever shipping company you use, or if you go through whatchamacallit, Amazon, make sure you are attentive to the delivery date, because I know, you know, some of those Amazon vendors are like third-party vendors, and we want things to get there on time. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Nanny Sharon says, having peace in your life is priceless. Only you can bring peace. I try to distance myself from anything that distracts me from peace. Boy, I wish I had that patience. I really do wish I had that patience. Let's see here, scanning through chat. Yeah, feel free to send me Cash App. Everything's accepted. Let's see here. It's more important than you send a toy, though, to be quite honest. It really is. I mean, I'm not a kid, and my Christmas will be just fine. What's this say here? Penn Street, 24, Oregon. Penn State, 24, Oregon, 28, second quarter. Damn, it's a shootout. Awesome. I'll be able to catch the second half. I knew it was going to be a hell of a game. I'm glad that Penn State's putting up a fight. Mr. Nobody says, with OBS, you can also stream vertical and regular lives at the same time. Oh, cool. Yeah, I know that YouTube in particular is really pushing the vertical lives. They're promoting them and pushing them, so they force them into the algorithm a lot more vigorously. As he says, love your comments. Nanny, love your comments. Very wise. Yes. Nandy Sharon is always dropping words of wisdom in the chat and in comments as well. I'm kind of in that situation now, Pookie. You're talking about insurance companies. Yeah, man, I got nothing but hope that your shit heals quickly, Cheese. That's terrible, man. I hate to hear that. It's been months now. Very cool. Very cool. All right. It says, I'm leaving him a message on my portal. Oh, that's health insurance stuff. Nanny Sharon said, it took me a few years in reference to her leaving wise comments and having wise suggestions. Well, I mean, that's the unfortunate thing about being a human being. Once you know, when you're young, you think you know everything. And then you reach an age that you realize you don't know shit. And then the second half of your life, you know, hopefully put it together and just try to learn and understand the first half, basically. Let's see here. I've been through it all and used to be a little wild badass, LOL. Awesome. Well, you survived the wild days, so now you can enjoy it. I'm old school. I kind of am too. I'm just, I'm just in my mid 40s now, so my buddy gained 10,000 subs in a month. Holy shit. That's outrageous. What's he do? What kind of channel? That's really cool. I saw Emmy's short that we celebrated 100,000 views on. It is now over 400,000 views. We want to get that sucker to 1 million. How cool would that be? When is the roasting? I don't want to miss it. I think I might do it. I don't know. I kind of want to keep the whole holiday season as peaceful as possible from here on in. I'm going to make some scathing videos, but I don't know. It's either going to be next week or just after Christmas. I've been writing quite a lot of jokes. Turns out there's a lot of source material, if you know what I mean. Holy cow. I mean, there really is. He does a bunch of stuff. That's cool. It's pretty awesome. It's kind of what I hope to do with this channel. A little of this, a little of that, you know. Maybe even do a sports thing for those of us that are enjoying sports. But, you know, again, this is not a career for me. As you can tell, I'm not raking in the bucks here. I was so happy to make enough to buy this computer, and with my next YouTube pay, I'll pay for a better streaming service or a premium streaming service instead of this free crap that I've been using. Let's see, Marie says peaceful is nice, but we still get to impersonations, right? Yep, you do. You do. Don't worry. Smoking, maybe you got him. I got jokes for off the dome. Awesome. I'd love to have you up here, Cheese. I mean, it's gonna get a little raunchy, so I'll probably do it a little later at night. And I got some ideas, maybe some cameos. Cindy says, "Why would you want to make their Xmas nice? Screw them." Well, I mean, it's not about them. It's about me. Because I mean, even if I win the argument, like you still end up feeling like shit too, you know? It's like when you finish a fight, you're both tired, you know? Mr. Nobody said I started out making skate videos. Oh, that's awesome. I made a few myself, actually. I've been editing a couple for my buddy in Santa Barbara. I was gonna edit some fishing videos for Kill Shot Report, but I keep fucking forgetting to message him. New Year's roast, that would be fun, huh? Maybe I'll do that. We'll just do like a big long 3 or 4 hours of roasting, and then we'll just have rotating guests on the panel. I mean, there's so many, and I can laugh at myself too, believe it or not. So I got some pretty funny things planned. Throttle throat. Curious AF does the best Buzzy impersonation. I mean, mine's pretty good, but I don't know if you have a chance to go over look at Savage's channel of their Halloween costume contest. Oh my goodness, Curious AF just fucking crushed it. It's unbelievable. Full costume, these big ass bug goggles, like a smoke machine, the whole 9 yards. It's just like, my goodness. If I hadn't been on for 2 hours, I'd pull it up and show you now. Toshi says, is it Toshi or Toshi? I'm going to say Toshi. Curious impersonation is the winner for me. You are a close second. Awesome. Thanks so much. Yes, Nanny, she did share. She did nail it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna bite my tongue there. Leather. Savage nailed Tam Tam too. Yes, it was awesome. All right. Thanks, Just Irish and Pro Girl, for becoming a new member. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this quits. If there's anything cool going on out there, let me know. Keep an eye out for a couple new videos. And everybody, go ahead and subscribe to one another and chat. Grandma Sherry's been a trooper here today. Thanks so much for leading the mods. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go ahead. What shall I do for an outro? I think I'll just play my intro song because I'm ill prepared again, but here we go. Play this one more time. Thanks everyone for being here. Jeff Goldblum run for president. I think we'd all vote for him. Really. Thanks for being here, everyone. Take care of each other. Do good things. Fight the good fight. Take care of each other and send her out.
Take pictures, run like the parallel stitches, attach my feet to the path I beat, teach myself to keep the answers brief, gnash my teeth like the last to feast, imagine me on that abandoned beach, sand and sea as if the jazz was free, I'm ice cream mixed with gasoline, direct attention to the craftsmanship, neglect to mention that the past will stick like initials carved in the concrete, like the tattoo that hides on your mommy. I still kick it with angels. The difference is instead of the bar, I'm at my kitchen table. The starlight shines through the glass, but you feel safe underneath that mask. Ferris wheel, give rides. The scars healed in time to get high. Lock the doors and hide the keys. Let's go describe how to climb a tree. Don't sign the lease, just cop a corner for you to curl up and try to sleep. Those cheap police won't find my wings. I keep my dreams inside my dreams. And if I had a time machine, I'd probably use it like a vacuum and try to clean. It kinda seems quite more than a handful of these regrets have been circumstantial. Now give me all the cash out the drawer, touch that mustache down on the floor, and I'll be in court holding a pitchfork before I let the contest outlast the sport. Pocket watch, impatient, find a mate then make the migration. Break the rules but first break the rulers, and keep it moving like a rumor. I don't need to defend my defensiveness. I keep to myself, my family, and friendships. I got enough people I could disappoint. If you disagree, I think you missed the point. Now go ahead and grab a chair. Let me tell you about the last few years. Pulled out a sack full of Samson's hair and put it on the dash like a dancing bear. I wrote you a horoscope. It won't fit on this post-it note, but if I had to sum it up into a shorter quote, it goes, fuck it, you might as well row that boat.